Painting and assembling is an easy but time-taking process. Let's see how I completed these two sets. I have a baked terracotta pendant ready. So now I'm going to dilute black paint with few drops of water and coat it all over the pendant. I'm also coating the sides and the back side of the pendant. So this is going to act like a base color for my pendant. You can also choose any color you want to use for the base color. For this particular design, I'm choosing black. So once the base painting is done and dried, I'm going to start actual coloring. I'm going to use crimson red as my predominant color. So with the help of brush size 000, I'm going to paint the red color into my designs. The best practice in painting is to try not to spill the colors outside the design. And patience is a key for a successful outcome. You can also dilute the paint with a drop of water so that you won't see brush strokes. It's better to take your time and paint it carefully, because if you mess up with painting, it can be fixed, but it is again a very time taking process to correct and redo it. So this is just the first layer of painting. You need to let the first layer of painting dry completely and then go on with the second layer of painting. So the first layer of painting for this particular red design is completed. We can just let it dry and move on with further painting. Once the first layer of painting is dried completely, we can move on with the second layer of painting. I am painting the second layer with the same crimson red, again diluting it with a few drops of water. So we are giving the second layer of paint mainly because it will give us a good color payoff. The color pigmentation will be shown good. on to the painting beads. I'm taking the slightly higher brush size such as 2 and 2 or 4, and I'm going to paint my beads in black color, and again diluting the black color with water and painting the beads. So this is a gungru bead setup, and it is slightly tricky to paint the gungru bead. So what you can do is you can give the bead support using your fingers and try to paint. Make sure you have a grip over the beads so that you can paint it just on the beads and not on the other parts of the pendant. Again, you also need to give a second layer of coat for the beads also. Once the painting is done and it is dried, you can use a varnish or a gloss to get the shiny effect. There are various varnishes and the gloss in the market. You can choose whichever suits your requirement. So the painting is almost done. Now we can move on with the assembling part. For this particular assembling, I'm keeping it simple. I'm having a twisted cotton rope and the pendant. So I'm just letting the twisted cotton rope into the pins of the pendant and taking it through. So once the pendant is added to the rope, we can attach an cotton bead. I'm using a red color bead here, and this bead is going to act like a length adjusting bead. So once the bead is put into the cord, we can make a knot at the end of the cord so that the bead will not escape. And then we can attach a tassel to this end of the cord. And for the tassel, I'm just making a tassel myself using black thread. You can also get it directly from the market and attach it here. So this is how I attach a tassel to the cord. So make the tassel and try to wrap the knot using the tassel, and then using the same thread whichever you use to make the tassel, take the thread and tie the tassel to the bead so that you will have a good head for the tassel, and it will look, overall the look will be so good. At the end, you can just use a glue to attach the excess thread so that it will look neat and it will be secured properly. So the first form of assembling for this particular pendant is complete. Now for this particular pendant, I have the pendant beads, wooden bead and cord kept ready. I'm using a black cotton cord which you can find easily in any craft store, and it is 0.5 mm diameter. Once the 4 black beads are added, I'm adding the painted terracotta pendant and adding 4 black beads to the other side also. I'm using a knot to secure the beads so that the beads will not move freely in the black cord. If you want the beads to move freely, you can just skip this step and move on. Now we can add wooden bead to both of these cords so that this wooden bead will act as a length adjusting bead. And again, once the wooden bead is added, make a knot, and again we can make a tassel and attach it. This overall completes painting and assembling of the pendant. I hope the video was useful for you. If you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment. If you like to see any particular video, do comment in the comment section so that I can make it for you. We also have an Instagram page where where you can find daily updates, so do follow us there. Thank you.